Hi everybody and welcome to the first Heart of Thorns beta weekend, which is exclusive for those who have pre-purchased Heart of Thorns. Now today we will be looking at Revenant and PvP, more notably the Stronghold. As you can see on your screens at the moment, I took the liberty of logging into each of my races and slinging the Revenant armour onto them, so you may want to scroll back quickly and just have a quick look at that. I'm expecting that is what they are all going to look like. There may be some differences when Heart of Thorns is released, but that's the general gist. Now I'm just going to go through the character creation for beta and show you what it looks like on both male and female. At the beginning of the video they were all male because I play all male characters. I do have female characters, but I kind of don't play them because I'm a bit sexist like that. Not really! So this is the character creation for the Revenant. That's your male, and then the female. Now I won't go too much into it. I didn't even bother to customize my character at all because I know it's only going to be deleted anyway. So you get your choice of different eye blindfold things. Yeah, so that's a thing. And later on in the video we will be moving on to some PvP. Do definitely stay tuned for the one where I actually get my ass handed to me quite severely playing as the Revenant. So that's something to stay tuned for. Now I'm just going to quickly look at skills. So in this beta, the Revenant has three stances. You've got the Legendary Dwarf, the Legendary Demon, and the Legendary Centaur, which for those of you who didn't play Guild Wars 1, or in fact those of you who did play Guild Wars 1, the Legendary Dwarf is King Jealous Ironhammer, the Demon is Malix the Unyielding, and the Centaur is the Centaur Ventari, which were all characters that you either met or fought or just saw the story of during Guild Wars 1. So it's nice to see that the Guild Wars 1 stuff is starting to, trickle over into Guild Wars 2, and we're having that sort of mix up, as it were. Now each of these stances actually gives you different skills for your 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0 on your skill bar. Within this beta I didn't actually test the Ventari thing just purely because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so I just kind of went with the whole, yeah, let's go default, it can't be that bad. When you see my PvP footage you will see how bad I was. So I'm just scrolling through each of the different skills now, and then I will test out the various different weapons on the golems within the training area before I go on to PvP. So here we go. So first we've got the hammer. Skill 1 is Hammer Bolt, which hurls your weapon at enemies, striking them in all of them in the path. And then you've got Coalescence of Ruin, which slams your hammer to the ground and it creates an eruption kind of thing. You've got your Phase Smash, which makes you leap through the mists to the target area, and then you chill them all and all that malarkey. Skill 4 is Field of the Mist, and you create a field from the mist that blocks incoming projectiles. And finally you've got Skill 5, which is Drop the Hammer, another AoE skill, where you summon a massive hammer from the mist to strike the ground. But you can see all of them on your screen. Next you've got your Mace Axe combo, and the skills are as follows. Skill 1 on the Mace is a alternating one, so you've got Misery Swipe, Anguish Swipe and Manifest Toxin, standard skills. You've got Skill 2, which is Searing Fissure, and you smash your mace to the ground causing flames to erupt. And you've got Skill 3, which is Echoing Eruption, where you leap at your foes and it is a blast finisher. Then you've got your offhand, which is your axe. You've got Skill 4 is Frigid Blitz, where you hurl your axe at the target and you chill them. And Skill 5, which is Temporal Rift, where you slice into the mist and pull your enemy's torch. And finally you've got your staff. You've got Skill 1, which is an alternating one, which is Rapid Swipe, Forceful Bash and Rejuvenating Assault, which heals you and your allies, which is always good. You've got skill 2, which is also another alternating one. You've got Punishing Sweep and Debilitating Slam. That is a very hard word to say. You've got skill 3, which is your Warding Rift, which you create a rift from the mist, warding you from attacks. You've got skill 4, which is Renewing Wave, where you send out a wave of mist energy that heals and removes conditions from allies. And then you've got skill 5, which is Surge of the Mist, which creates knockdown on your enemies. So next I'm going to move on to builds. Now, for anyone who knows me, I am not very good at builds at all. Never have been, never will be. I just use meta battle, copy it word for word, maybe add in a few tweaks here and there based on my gameplay, and then that's it. So for the Revenant, obviously there aren't any sort of builds. I'm sure there are builds out there, but none that I can be bothered to actually look for. So I literally just went through the build and clicked on ones that were a bit like, ooh, piece of candy. And anything that looked like, yeah, that could work for me. So I just kind of clicked random buttons and hope for the best. The one thing I will say, just a note for you, ArenaNet, I'm in the window. I can quite clearly see what I need to do. Please stop making the icons flash. It was really, really irritating. Now I could quite easily go through all of the different traits that you can use for your build for the Revenant. Just sit here for hours on end researching everything, figuring out a good build to go for, and you know, doing all of that, but the video would literally be like hours long and no one needs to see that crap. No one. So that is why I've just kind of skipped this section. Please feel free to take the build that I've chosen, but I wouldn't recommend it, as you will see very soon within the PvP match. So on the build front, there isn't really much that I can tell you. There isn't really much that I'd want to say about it. Just experiment, have fun with it, try a few things out. That's, you know, that's what PvP's for, really, I suppose. Try it out, see what works for you. I wouldn't get yourself too attached to your build for your Revenant, because chances are there's going to be build changes, there's going to be balancing and everything, so the build that you make now probably won't work during Heart of Thorns release date. So yeah, other than that, have fun. And now on to the moment that you've all been waiting for, the PvP match, starting first with Skyhammer, which is just a little compilation of me dying. And I do get one kill, but that wasn't my fault. He fell down a hole.
Hold on to your points.
I don't know whether you can class that as
Seize
my
theirs.
kill, but here it is. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed my public show of humiliation. Yes, I died many, many times, and I only got 1 kill by chance in that last one, so, yeah, go figure. Now this is my footage from the Stronghold that I went ahead and did. There's a special button for those of you who are struggling to actually get in. There's a button when you go to select which match you want. You can uncheck Conquest and you'll only get Stronghold, which is wonderful. Now I was equally as terrible in the Stronghold. As you will quite clearly see, anybody I came up against, I just died. I did very little damage. I swapped weapons, I changed my build. Maybe it's just the way I'm playing, I don't know. Maybe the Revenant works in a different way. You're not actually supposed to use skills at all. I don't know. But yeah, I really did not have a clue what I was doing, and it's kind of given me the impression, yeah, I'm not going to be making a Revenant when Heart of Thorns is released. It's like that medium ground between Warrior and Guardian, but with no sort of armor or defense at all. It's kind of the only way I can describe it. As I say, it might just be the way that I'm playing. I can't blame the class completely because, you know, bad workman always blames his tools and all that. But yeah, I just don't think the Revenant is for me. Now the Stronghold map, I really like it. There's a lot more strategy to it. With the whole collecting the barrels and getting your NPCs out and everything. There was something about some mist thing that popped up, and when I ran to it, I was like, so what? I can't actually do anything here? Whether you need supplies for it or what, I don't know. So there is still a few bits with the Stronghold that I don't actually quite get at the moment. Whether it's something that they haven't actually included yet, or whether it's just I don't know what the crap I'm doing. Possibly the latter.
With their inner gate down, we have our chance to end this battle. Strike down their lord.
So, as you can see, we are actually winning quite well in this match. We do actually win. No thanks to me, I might add. I literally try and help and just end up dead and doing very, very little damage. So, yeah, again, I'm going to put it down to not having a clue how to play as a Revenant. Now, just on the topic of the Revenant, at the moment you've got 3 different stances. Now, there are whispers that there are going to be more. I heard that there was going to be the glint stance. Whether that's going to happen, I don't know. But it would be nice. But equally, quite frankly, my damn, I don't give a dare, because I definitely 100% will not be playing as a Revenant. I'm not a melee kind of player anyway. I prefer to stand at a distance and, you know, hurt people from the safety of my own home. Call me a keyboard warrior if you so desire. But yeah, that I'm a ranged kind of player, whereas Nathrez is more of a melee character. So, you know, each to their own and all that. But yeah, Revenant is not something I'll be going ahead and playing. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Revenant? Is it what you expected? Is it more? Is it less? Leave your comments below and let me know what you think with regards to that. Now, just to give you all a sort of insight on how the Stronghold works, from my understanding, is basically like that PvP match where you've got to get to their guild lord. Well, you haven't got to, but you get loads of bonus points for killing their guild lord. With this one, you have to actually get to the guild lord and slay his ass. Now, you can collect supplies along the way and run back to your base. There's 2 doors where you can summon, if you like, some NPCs. So you can get some Tengu on your side, which are like rangers, archers, whatever you want to call them, and then the other one is for Skrit. Now, once the enemy their front gate is down, you can't summon the Skrit anymore, because obviously they've got nowhere to attack. They just basically carry bombs and blow up the door, whereas the archers will actually storm in and attack the guild lords. So yeah, once the wall's down, I just went ahead like this that I'm doing now, just went in and got a load of Tengu and followed them, and still died. So I mean, go figure. What's that all about?
There's mist essence somewhere
This
close
is the
by.
bit.
Seize it before the enemy can.
So there's mist essence, there it is, and so what do I do with it? That was the moment where I went, you know what, screw it. Let's go help these guys out, because they obviously look like they need it. Yeah, they didn't need my help. I could have just went AFK and we probably still would have won. This is the point where I go and hide behind a wall, because we've all just died. And I hide in a little crevice behind a wall and wait for my allies to come and catch up. That is how good I am at this.
Bringing the fire.
So there the allies, my team, they come along and we storm in, and if I remember correctly, I die, which is always good. So you'll see how little damage as a Revenant I'm doing. It's pathetic.
I need healing. Seriously.
I mean, really? What was that all about? That warrior has full health and I'm dead within like 2 seconds flat. It's painful. So let me know how you guys have found the whole Revenant thing. Like, I actually want to know, did you survive? Is there a build that you can suggest? If you can go to like one of these build sites and leave your build link below, that would be quite interesting to see how far off I actually was from running a decent build. So yeah, that would be quite interesting. So in the end, I just decided, you know what? I'm not even going to bother going for their guild lord. I'm just going to get supplies and send wave upon wave of the Tengu over. But then I found this guy, and just it didn't work.
They're at our inner gate now. Repel them.
I mean, death upon death upon death. It was embarrassing. In fact, it was more than embarrassing. It was humiliating. So, yeah. Well, next time there's a beta, whatever you want to call it.
You have all done well.
I
Our
will
town
probably
can know
be doing
peace thanks to
it
your
on
bravery.
different characters. This is possibly
They've made it
the
through to
very
us.
last
Nice.
time you will see me
Invulnerable.
playing on a Revenant. I almost said Reverend then. On a Revenant, unless we don't have any other choice. But anyway, that's enough of my yammering. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time on Guild Wars 2 Little and Large. Ta-ta!